Hi, yes, hello, and happy birthday to Dolly Parton! If you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley, and if you're a returner, welcome back. And the day this video goes live, January 19th, is the Queen herself's birthday. It is Miss Dolly Parton's birthday. She is turning 78 this year, and it's never looked as fabulous as it does on her today. So you might be thinking, Ashley, what are we doing here? Well, number one, welcome to my second channel where there's a new video once a month, every month, and maybe sometimes even more. Like, subscribe to find out what's coming up. But today is dedicated to the Queen herself and only the Queen herself. If you don't know this, about 2 years ago, Miss Dolly opened up her tour bus, retired it from touring, but opened it up for a place for people to come and stay for what I call the most magical 2 nights of my entire life. Not to be dramatic. It's called Suite 1986, and I got to stay there back in 2022. I was only the second person to stay on the bus. Now, I have uploaded previous videos of bus details and trying Dolly's favorite foods, which you can check out here above me or in the description box below. But today is where everything is coming together, where I showed you what I did, a whole entire vlog, and I thought, when's the most perfect day to do this? For Dolly's birthday. Dolly Parton means a whole bunch to me, not just because she's the queen of country music, but because she too was a little country girl growing up in East Tennessee. I was in West Tennessee, but she just kept chasing her dreams, and that's how I felt my entire life, from a little kid singing Jolene to an adult staying on Dolly Parton's tour bus. I want to share the most magical weekend with you in honor of her birthday. So let's take a look at the 2 best days of my whole life. I am staying in Suite 1986. If you don't know what that is, Dolly Parton just recently opened up her tour bus. Recently I'm just always curious as to maybe where this part of the state would be if she didn't come in and sprinkle her fairy godmother dust on everything.
Turn left onto Dollywood Resorts Boulevard.
Ah! I'm gonna cry again! Guess who's gonna cry again? Me. Dream more! Here we go. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's where I'm gonna be staying. I'm gonna poop my pants. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know where I go from here. Hold on. I'll check in with y'all in a second. I'm gonna cry! In this video, I'm going to show you around calmly, but if you want to see my first time reaction to stepping onto the bus, if you want to see me completely lose my mind, you can find that video right here in the corner or in the link below, but it went a little something like this. Did they cry? Did the first people who came here? They did. Okay, good. Because I thought it was just going to be me. This is the coolest thing I've ever... I'm in here. It's her real tour bus that she just retired in March. None of this feels real. None of it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What else can you say but wow? It was truly an overwhelming experience, and I rolled on most of it. So, in honor of Dolly's birthday, let's go back to Suite 1986. I have a secret code to get in the bus and you're not allowed to see. Oh, by the way, this is not sponsored. I'm just a diehard fan of Dolly Parton, both in country music, her acting, as a philanthropist, as a businesswoman, and just as a human in general. Well, come on in! The first thing you think when walking up these steps is, holy crap, this is Dolly Parton's tour bus. But honestly, it looks like Dolly. The pops of color, the hand-painted details, the fresh flowers throughout. It's chic and cozy. There's a roomy couch for entertaining, or in my case, napping. There's a dining table big enough for 3 or 4 people, a kitchen with a surprising amount of counter space, and a full-size refrigerator. The guest bathroom is big enough to get the job done, but that's about it. Did you ever think we'd be in the bathroom together? Did you ever think we would be in Dolly Parton's tour bus bathroom together? Me either, weird. And just in case the decor and overall eclectic vibes aren't enough to remind you that this bus belongs to the Queen of Country, there's several display cases to remind you. Oh, and there's pocket doors! Next, you pass through this hallway where there's 2 bunk beds. They're actually a lot longer than you think. I was able to stretch out, and I'm almost 6 foot tall. However, your girl is scared of the dark, so only a few seconds in there was enough. There's another display case showing some of Dolly's gowns and high heels. The amount of glitz and glam cannot be overstated. Like the first bathroom, Dolly's is just big enough to do your business and get out, but it's super cute. It matches the rest of the bus with more hand-painted artwork and other little details that make it feel like home. The shower. Which, as I'm standing here, is very cute. Am I gonna fit? Not good. Not well. Now that we've seen the Queen's shower and throne, let's check out her kingdom. She has toured for most of her life and traveled the majority of it. And back here is where she said she would just lock herself in her room and she would write songs and the movies she's been a part of. And this is where the magic happens. All the magic in all its forms, if you know what I'm saying. What has more miles on it, the bus or the bed? I don't know, I didn't ask. The bed, the colorful pillows, the hand-painted walls and ceilings, the woodwork on the mini fridge, and around the room, I can easily see how this was a sanctuary and a home away from home. Dolly's vanity was one of my favorite parts of the bus, not just because the team at Dreammore Resorts hooked up your girl, but because this is where Dolly has gotten ready for countless performances and appearances. So that picture in there is what it normally looks like with the wigs. I'm gonna have to say that either this hat or this hat was probably in Hannah, Montana. And there she is, sitting at her vanity with her Heartlands guitar that's on display up front. Here she is, standing, literally where I'm standing currently. Once I had a chance to take it all in and get settled. Oh, hi! Didn't see you there. Welcome to my crib. It was time to get ready for Dolly Parton's dinner show, Pirate's Voyage, one of the many dinner shows with her name on the door. And I hear there's mermaids, so just in time for like my blue hair Ashley mermaid moment myself, we're gonna see mermaids tonight and I'm probably gonna cry. So basically this whole trip has just been me crying over various things, which I'm cool with. There's another quote by Dolly Parton, I love it very much. She says, "I cry just as hard as I laugh. And boy howdy do I do the same, girlfriend. Same, baby girl."
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I appreciate all the work you do for me, Siri. Thank you, actually. Okay, so I just got done at the Pirates dinner show, and so I decided to come out to Dollywood as part of the Suite 1986 package. You get tickets to Dollywood. You get preferred parking, so you literally have to walk minimal amount of distance, and you don't have to wait on a tram either, which the trams are great, very efficient. I do love taking the trams when I come to Dollywood, but there's just something about 20 steps, boom, here. Love that. So something that I genuinely love about Dollywood is you can come here any time of the year and it's going to be different. Like right now during the summer, you have the summertime celebration, so there's sunflowers everywhere, there's kites. You know, autumn, they have scarecrows and pumpkins and pumpkin people throughout the park, which is a lot of fun. Now I'm staying in her most recent tour bus. Her last tour was in 2017, but Dolly doesn't like to fly, so she actually used that bus to travel to appearances and her music releases and her book releases and all that jazz. But her very first ever tour bus is on display in the park as well. Oh, I didn't have the time, but I highly recommend checking out Dolly's museum at the park. It's free with admission to Dollywood, and it's one of the first things you'll come across. It's huge, it's massive. I walk through it every time. Honestly, if you're a big Dolly fan, you can easily get into it and spend a couple hours in there if you wanted to read every single thing. What is it like to have enough Grammys that you keep some at your house and some in a museum and some on display in your hotels? I'll never know that, but Dolly has it down pat. Something else that I super duper love about Dollywood is that it feels like each section is kind of different and kind of has its own feel, but it all ties together. Like this main first part looks like an old city. Lightning Rod is the fastest roller coaster you'll come across. It's gotten national attention, including being named one of the top 10 best from USA Today. But it's one of many, so we've got a lot more park to see. For hot days like this one, there's a whole water park next door called Splash Country, but there is one ride at Dollywood that will cool you off. It's just not for me. A nice way to cool down, but if you a thick thigh queen like I am, your short's gonna get wet and you're gonna chafe. So weigh your pros and cons and act accordingly, please. Listen, let me tell you this, and I'll tell you this once. Dolly's wieners are the best. I will not be taking any questions, and I will not be defending that. You are not allowed to disagree with me. There's a lot of fun facts when you do the train ride. I can't remember them, I have done it before, but it is a real coal-powered train. meet. Well, the train is at and drops you off at a place of Dollywood called the Country Fair, which is exactly what it sounds like. A lot of carnival rides. Rude. A lot of carnival rides, like the carousel. The Country Fair includes your more kid-friendly rides and games that you'd normally find, well, at a country fair. There's skee ball, basketball, and of course carnival food. It's definitely worth checking out. Every theater that's on the property has a different schedule. Like, you're not going to see the same show at different theaters, which is wild to me. Honestly, if you really wanted to take your time throughout the park, Dollywood could be 2 days if you wanted it to be. We are entering a part of the park. It's called Rivertown Junction, which now that I'm looking around, it makes a lot of sense that it's called that. Now this is the place where if you want to be tempted by Satan himself, he smells just like cinnamon, fresh baked cinnamon bread, y'all. Let me tell you something, it makes me want to, it'll make you slap your mama. I know I spend a lot of time talking about food because the food here is great, but like, Leather and Hat Company, have your own custom hat and leather things made, vintage signs, that's new. You got the Cozy Bear, you got plenty of places to pick up souvenirs, things to get customized, caricatures. Hubby and I have a caricature from the very first time we ever came here together, like years ago, and we still have it, and it's like our favorite thing ever. It's one of our favorite memories. And a quick side note here, speaking of Hubban and Dolly, I'm still a little bitter, but Hubban used to be a news reporter back in 2018, and he got sent to Dollywood one day to cover one of the park's expansions, and he got to meet Miss Dolly Parton. He got to sit next to Dolly Parton, and I was not there. And Blake is always really quick to remind me of that moment in time where he was with Dolly and I was not. Something else you may not know is Dolly loves animals just as much as she loves people. So as you can see, Dollywood has the world's largest exhibit of non-releasable American bald eagles. I want one of them to do their little screech. Well, that was perfectly timed. They do such an amazing job getting you ready for the feel of what's coming up. Tennessee Roller Coaster Tornado is next. So you're surrounded by all this wood, you're surrounded by all these old buildings. And then of course, what do tornadoes do? They blow stuff around. And so you got an old wagon and a tree to get you ready for the Tennessee tornado. More than 3 million people visit Dollywood every year. For many of them, it's to check out the nearly 50 rides and attractions, including 9 roller coasters. My personal favorite roller coaster that I'm still scared of every time I ride it, but I ride it every time I'm here, is Timber Canyon. You spend a lot of time upside down and you actually go through what feels like a straight incline, like a 90-degree right out the gate. You get in, you go right into the dark, and whoop, scariest shit I've ever done. I just wish I could accurately explain that you could come here every season and it be a totally different Dollywood. Your experience is going to be different every time. Overall, you're gonna have a great time, but the park is gonna look different every single season, and it's the most magical thing. Your day at Dollywood will end just as magical as it started. At the close of each day, there's always something to look forward to. In the summer, it's fireworks and the newly launched drone show. As you can see, both were incredible and well worth the wait. 3, 2, 1! Whether you go for the rides, the food, or the atmosphere, they're all a plus. I've gone many times, but never for work, and that hit me about halfway through. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude at the simple fact that what I get to do for work now is share the really cool things that I love with you, and I get to watch the movies you love, and it's just how amazing, how amazing. So to be another little country girl, that Appalachian, but from West Tennessee and growing up, she's just always been a big idol for me. It's just really special to me. Her whole story is really special to me. So I don't know when she said it or what interview it is, but she said I come up with all these dreams and I just have to do them, and I keep dreaming myself into a corner. So I just gotta make it work. And that's honestly how I feel. It's like there's so many dreams and so many passions out there that you can pursue. And I mean, she has written books, music, movies, started so many nonprofits, foundations. It's honestly astounding. And so for her to open up this private space, I probably sound so dramatic, but like this sacred space where she has spent her life dreaming up everything she's ever done, is just really special. It's just really special and really powerful for me. I'm about to check out at 11 and I'm just doing like one final like just moment and I can't get over it. This is the coolest thing I've ever done. I don't want to forget any of this. Any of it. Oh my god, if little kid Ashley, if high school Ashley, oh, if college Ashley, hell, me today, I still don't believe it that this is my life. And I still can't believe this is my life. Like, the fact that I got to experience all that and I get to share it with you and share it with you on Miss Dolly's birthday. By the way, happy birthday! I still can't believe this is my life. And if you want to send Dolly a little birthday present or a little something something, I know she would greatly appreciate a donation to her imagination library. A link below will be there if you want to donate or even sign your kiddo up to receive books from Dolly. I know so many of my friends online are international or maybe can't make it to Dollywood, so I'm so excited that you got to experience it at least a little bit through my eyes. And trust me, I've been a lot of times previously and I plan on going back many more times. So I hope you like, subscribe, stick around because we got so many things coming up on this channel. I'm going to Oregon to collaborate with Girls Play, so some content there. My 30th birthday is this year and I can't wait to share my shenanigans with you. Husband is planning a surprise. I know nothing about it. So I hope you like, subscribe, stick around. Links to social media and everything that I mentioned in this video down below. And I'll see you in the next upload. Bye. Maybe I should have washed my windshield before I decided to do this, but I didn't. Hi! I'm crying because I'm in college. Eggs for Papa. I'm seated at a table for 6 with my 2 pancakes, donut, eggs, bacon, and bread.
How we do?
Oh,
Get started?
sorry. Had to take my retainers out.
Wait. Yeah. You fit right in with us. So don't you worry.
Honestly, after this donut, I look crazy. Sorry, Bobby. Not my heavy breathing walking in this Tennessee humidity. Not that. Good morning. How are you? What are y'all setting up?
And just stick it in. I just pop it in your mouth. Just stick it right in. That's what she said.
Yo, that's some tender meat.
Mm-hmm.
That's also what she said.
I'm crying over cheese. Oh, well, hey there. Didn't see you. Welcome to my crib. Let's get to the Dolly. How many times am I gonna take this shot? So here I go, a buttermilk biscuit with I didn't realize that like blue cheese was crumbly. That makes sense because you get blue cheese crumbles on salad. Wow, wow. It's amazing what you realize when you think. I'm dry where I'm supposed to be moisturized and I'm wet where I'm supposed to be dry. It's a mess. Where she has traveled in it for, in case you're wondering if I'm okay, I'm okay, just extremely unwell. The fins, and of course blue, my favorite color. Also, hello, there's a child. Let me tell you something, it is 8:23. Swamp ass is real. I just got done with a massage. In the words of Burt Reynolds from Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, I'm slicker than cat shit on a linoleum floor.